Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. Shout out to everyone that watches my videos. I really do appreciate it. I try to make the best content to help your silver stacking strategy. So hopefully by the end of this video, that can happen. Now, precious metals are in the red, right? It's down pretty low, 88 cents. People are going to try to portray that as something huge. It's really not that big of a deal. And what I like to do is look at the monthly chart instead of the day-to-day. If you look at the day-to-day, it's pretty much irrelevant because on a day-to-day shift, so many things affect the prices nowadays. You're going to drive yourself insane, right? So I try to look at the monthly perspective instead of the daily perspective. And you can see things are still pretty even, right? And as precious metals are in the red, we're going to talk about in this video why silver and actually platinum are going to come out on top. And there's one specific reason why silver and platinum will outperform gold in 2021. See, silver, like I've said before, is a win-win situation. What do I mean by that? When the economy's in good shape, only silver benefits. See, when the economy is in bad shape, when there's a lot of economic uncertainty, people invest into precious metals, gold and silver, right? Because they're afraid of the governments, the banks, the dollar. So they transfer their money into something that has intrinsic value. Silver not only benefits if the economy's in bad shape, but it benefits if the economy's in good shape too, because it's an industrial metal, not just a monetary metal. Gold is used just for a store of value. Bars, jewelry, necklaces, earrings, stuff like that. Silver is not only used for that stuff, but the majority of it is used in technology, used in solar panels, electric vehicles, 5G towers, lithium-ion batteries, laptops, cell phones, everything. So as the economy recovers and these gadgets and everything starts to get transported and business picks up, silver is still needed and it's still going to benefit, especially with the silver shortage as silver is more scarce. So the UBS, Global Wealth Management strategists, and said silver and platinum will outperform gold in 2021 as the economy recovers and industrial demand picks up. Now, this video isn't going to focus too much on supply and demand, but that's also a huge variable that we have to incorporate. There's so many reasons why silver is such a bullish investment, and this is just one of the many different reasons. If you follow my videos, if you watch my channel, I cover probably 10, 15 different reasons why silver has more potential than any other asset, by far, even compared to gold. Silver was the #1 performing asset in 2020. A greater focus from policymakers on renewable energy and decarbonization in 2021 may also help silver. According to UBS, more than 50% of silver used in industrial applications is linked to solar panels and electronics, and that's only the direction we're going farther as Joe Biden becoming the president with his green energy revolution, how everything's going to be solar now. Silver is going to be needed more and more. The demand is going to skyrocket, and there's not that much of a supply. And if you're going to try to debate and if you're going to try to argue with that and say, yes, there is a lot of silver, they're downplaying it. There's plenty of silver. Then tell me why there's such high premiums on American Eagles. American Eagles used to be $2, $3 over spot. Now they're $10, $13 over spot. Extremely high premiums on standard bullion coins. That's because it's scarce. Meanwhile, gold will struggle to attract sufficient exchange-traded funds inflows to sustain prices north of $1,900, said UBS. The firm sees the asset finishing the year around 2.5% below current levels at $1,800 per ounce. And this is, like I've been saying, I wonder when silver and gold are going to take on a life of their own. They're used for completely different reasons, so their prices should be affected by completely different things. And this is where it starts to happen. Since silver has industrial properties that gold doesn't, this is where silver is able to shine regardless of what gold does. Gold and silver have been pegged so closely together. It's like a mirror. But now silver, this is the time we've been waiting for. All these years I've been making videos on this channel is all boiling down to now. The stars have aligned. The perfect storm is here. 2020 was one of the best years for gold, right? Gold broke past $2,000, its all-time ever high in 5,000 years. That's the most expensive gold's ever been. And this is also the cheapest silver's ever been compared to gold, with the gold to silver ratio 125-1 in March, as silver was $11, then shot up to $30, 162% increase in a couple of months. As investors piled into safe haven assets amid geopolitical and economic uncertainty, the precious metal even hit a record high of $2,000 on August 7th, which I was talking about. But UBS Global Wealth Management strategists don't see gold repeating its stellar performance in 2021. Instead, the firm sees other metals, including silver and platinum, outperforming gold during the year ahead. And why is this? It's because gold already had its strong skyrocket. It's like a volcano. It already erupted. Silver didn't happen yet. Silver is still building momentum. It hasn't erupted yet. And since silver is more volatile than gold, it's a more extreme version. It's like gold on steroids. It's going to shoot up even higher than gold did, and it still hasn't happened. And then linking all the other reasons why silver has potential, it only makes sense. As the economy improves in 2021, industrial demand will support silver and platinum group metal prices. The strategists expect silver prices to reach $30 per ounce by the end of the first quarter and eventually level off to $27 per ounce by the end of 2021. Silver is currently trading around $25, and I think this is extremely minimal. I honestly think silver is going to be around $35, $40 at the end of 2021. I could be completely wrong. It could be a lot more. Citibank, Bank of America, they're talking about $50, $100+ silver at the end of 2021. But like I always say, the unknown variable is the most important, and that's the one nobody ever thinks about. Nobody ever thinks about the unknown variable. We don't know what's going to happen over the next 11 months. Something so unpredicted, so crazy could happen. And trust me, it wouldn't be that surprising as we have a global pandemic in the midst of, in our hands. When we're talking about crazy prices, we're living in crazy times. So you got to expect the unexpected. You got to be on your toes. You got to be on your A game. And you got to be able to adjust and adapt. So they're talking about platinum. And by the way, put this in the comments. If you do invest into something beyond gold and silver, let me know. Do you invest in the platinum or palladium? Does anyone else, or maybe even copper? There is a lot of alternatives, and I shouldn't say alternatives. There's a lot of other alleyways you can diversify into. I mean, diversification is key. It really is. If you have all your eggs in one basket and that basket drops, all your eggs are broken. If you have a whole bunch of eggs in a whole bunch of different baskets and one of those baskets drops, it's okay because you got a whole bunch of other baskets with eggs in them. So I like to diversify, and it goes by a time frame. What I mean by that is precious metals is a very slow investment, very slow. It's like the tortoise and the hare. It's going to come out on top, but it's not something to quick flip. It's not a get rich quick type of investment. I'm not planning on selling for 15, 20 years. But as an investor, since we are investors, the best thing to do is invest into something that can make you quick profit and then invest those profits back into precious metals. See, what I'm doing is also investing into Bitcoin, playing a couple stocks, but nothing really, more into Bitcoin, using the profits from Bitcoin to then reinvest into precious metals. That's what an investor does. That's the type of thing investors do. Now, if you only want to stick to precious metals because that's your comfort zone, that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. There's no wrong way. There's no right way. What works for me might not work for you. What works for you might not work for me. So you could try to bash me for investing into Bitcoin. I know you can't hold it. I know, precious metals is the best and all that, but I'm diversifying to expand my portfolio, make profits, and I am reinvesting into precious metals. And if you do the same, I would love to hear, your thoughts on that. I'm even investing into a cryptocurrency that's backed by physical gold. The link's in the description if you want to check it out. But there's so many different alleyways, especially in this day and age with apps like Robinhood, Coinbase. So many different things you can get into and make money. And use it wisely. We're investors. We're not gamblers, right? We're not just throwing our money praying that it sticks with the odds likely against us. We're making strategic decisions based off of information. And that's the difference. And that's why successful investors are rarely lose. Or if they do lose, they come back and make that money up just as fast as they made it, if not faster. So, I just wanted to make this video because as prices are in the red, there's going to be a lot of people trying to say, I told you so, but there isn't really much to tell us, and there's not much this is saying. I mean, let's look at the year-to-date chart. I mean, when we're looking at December 31st, silver's up to 27, and it's only been, a month? So if we're looking at, let's say, the 1 year, silver was sitting at $16 for a while, and that's more than just a year. Since I could remember, since July 2016 high of $21 silver, we haven't seen anything above $20 since. So for it to already go from, $11 to $30 within, 3-4 months, that's crazy, and it's staying up here. And since it was a gradual approach, this is the new price of silver. We're not going to see $13, $14 silver anymore. If it does drop, there's a lot of support right here. It's a lot of stability. So if it does drop more over the next couple days, or even like a week or so, it's going to stay around 22, and then it will bounce back up like you see time and time again. This is the new price. But what I keep thinking is, like I said, silver takes on a life of its own, like UBS even said, because the industrial demand, because silver is used and we're advancing technologically. So this is nothing new. They're talking about 3 to 5 years. That's when it hits the highest. So I can only see things going uphill from here on out, especially with silver. Gold is still a great investment. Right? I'm not trying to downplay gold. I'm just looking at the information. I'm looking at the patterns and understanding both types of markets because they do have two completely different types of markets. And this is why my name is Silver Slayer, not Gold Slayer. Anyways, though, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to smash the like button. Like I said, though, if you do diversify into other things, let me know what they are. I would love to know, right? And other people in the comments could also branch off that as well. You might make a really good point on why you invest into platinum or something else, and it might open the door, plant a seed for someone else, right? I want my platform to be all engaging and help each other in a respective manner. So anyways, make sure to subscribe. I post daily videos. I'm doing a huge giveaway once I hit 40,000 subscribers, so make sure you're subscribed. Always tune in. I'll keep you in the loop. Thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.